Hello. Alright, let's please work, please. One of the most common questions I get from you guys is how to move forward with making your track after you have a little melody and chord loop. And the good news is this video will without a doubt clear the air for a lot of you guys and make you at least 20% better in your music production game if you watch this entire video from beginning to end. So we're going to jump into making this drop. All the presets I'll be using will be from my pack Orbital for XFER Serum, and there's a link for that in the description below. And if you would like some of the drum samples that I use in this drop and in other videos on this channel for free, the way you can get those is by subscribing to this channel, clicking the bell to show all notifications so that you will get notified when I share these samples directly here on YouTube in the community tab. So subscribe and show all notifications because you do not want to miss those. Let's make a drop. Alright guys, so the chord and melody loop that we're going to be working with today, it sounds like this. You have no idea, I cannot wait to make a drop with this. I went ahead to add some inspiration, and I built an entire build up just to get us in drop building mode. So let's go ahead and listen to that. Boom! And that's where we come in. When building a drop, you have to start with the drums. I don't care if you have your chord and your melody done. Build the drums. They are everything. They're the foundation to the structure. But anyway, the drums that I have actually sound like this. Just a simple snare and kick. And then I had some background sounds on each snare, just to make them breathe. I just love doing this with snares. I learned this from Millennium. So that is my drums, really basic, just boom, k, boom, k. Next thing we do is we have to slide over our chords and our melodies that we already have. So the chords, they're just too mellow. If we listen to them, oh my god, they're so beautiful, but they are so mellow. They're not going to make a nice drop. If you're going for that big sound like I am, they have to be bright and exciting. And this is just basic pad from Orbital. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the lead, and I'm going to pick a brighter instrument than what we had there. And then with our drums and our chords, and see, just from picking two bright instruments, it's already sounding like a drop. Next thing we have to do is we have to get a roaring bass. There's no such thing as a big drop with no bass. We're gonna take the bottom note of our chords and make our bass line using them. So I'm just gonna paste these on the same basic pad preset from the chords. We'll get this. Because this is in mono legato mode, it's ready to glide, so I'm going to add some glides. This really makes our bass come to life. So I'm going to overlap there, and then I'm going to overlap down here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to layer this with a nice simple sub bass. I'm using bass lean sub, and it sounds like this. So that layered with the bass, it comes to life. And then with everything, if it doesn't sound exciting yet, just wait, we're gonna get there, I promise. So the next instrument that I'm gonna do is a harmonic layer to the chords, and this is gonna be like behind, in the background kind of. Alright guys, so what I like to do for these harmonic layers to the chords is I like to get really airy instruments because they just sound the best. So I'm gonna use Pad Gorgeous. La, 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 la. At this point now, we have all of the stuff that we need. So what I like to do is sometimes is add accent layers to each of my instruments to brighten them up and thicken them up. So let's go ahead and start with the pads. These sound good, but they sound a little bit digital by themselves. Just in this case, they do. So I went ahead and I layered them with the same pad sound, but I added a filter to it. And that filter sounds like this. And together, they just work so nice. Let's come down to this atmospheric sound. I layered this atmospheric sound with a lead. And that's just to warm up the tone so that we can hear it a little better. Finally, we're gonna take this lead sound here. We're gonna layer it with a sound that's actually more wide than the original lead. And I actually have to take this down an octave because I didn't like it at that high octave. So let's take this. If we listen to this now. So the original lead, it's in mono, it's very skinny, and then the lead layer is nice and wide, so we get that stereo sound. Alright guys, so one last thing I had to do to this drop to just tighten it up and make it really come to life is add an LFO to all of the instruments here. So without the LFO, it just sounds like that, but with the LFO, next video, I'm going to show you exactly how I did that with the LFO, but let's go ahead and listen to this drop in all of its glory. Boom, that was so awesome. I'm so happy I made that. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that drop build as much as I did. If you would like to learn more about every element of music production, come join me in my EDM Bootcamp and Mastermind group. There's a link at the top of the description below. The EDM Bootcamp is not just a self-paced course, but it's an entire back-end mastermind group where you can ask me any question you would like, share your tracks for unlimited track feedback from me, my team, and other members of the bootcamp as well. If that sounds like something you're interested in, like I said, there's a link at the top of the description below, and stay tuned for next video.